So today I'm going to take you through my old wireless keyboard made by Insignia. This is a full-size keyboard with the keypad included. I bought this a few years back for about $25. It's not bad. I am ready for an upgrade, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of go through this old keyboard and see what kind of keyboard you're going to get for about $25. This is a full-size keyboard, has 104 keys with the numerical keypad at the end here. It has a little LED light indicator at the top to let you know when your battery is dying. However, it will not let you know when your cap lock is on. And so this keyboard is height adjustable. It does come with two clips at the back here that you can elevate the keyboard off the table a little bit. However, I never use them, and as you can see, one has broken off and I lost it a long time ago. I find when it is flat on the table, it is in more of an ergonomical position for typing anyway. Not a big deal for me. According to the website, I just found this out now when I was brushing up on the features of this keyboard, but this has a 32-foot range. So I'm not sure when you will ever be 32 feet away from your keyboard, but if you do want to be that far, then this keyboard will do that. This keyboard is powered by two AA batteries, which go into the back here. To be honest, I won't complain about the battery life about this. Over the 3 years roughly that I've had it, I think I've changed the batteries maybe once. It is not a Bluetooth keyboard. It is a USB connectivity. So you do have to sacrifice one of your USB ports to use this keyboard. The layout for the keys is PC, but it is PC and Mac compatible, so you won't have an issue if you need both or one or the other. But the keys on the keyboard are PC, as you can see the little window here. It does have media buttons at the top. You can see the play button, the pause or stop. These do work. The volume button here, the mute button, and a little calculator button. This calculator button, I've never quite been able to figure out how to get it working on my MacBook. Maybe it'll only work on PCs. I'm not sure, but that would have been nice because I do use the calculator a lot. That's also why I do like the numerical keypad with the keyboards. Let's talk about the size of the keyboard real quick. It is 17 inches long, it is about 5.5 inches wide, and it is less than an inch in depth. So first, let's talk about the things that I love about this keyboard. The price, for one, it's only $25, and for $25, you are getting exactly what you pay for. You're going to get everything out of it, basically. Like I said, I've had this keyboard for 3 years. It's been okay. I do a lot more typing than I used to now, so that's why I'm transitioning into something a little bit more type-friendly. But we'll get into that when I talk about the cons. What else do I love about this keyboard? I love that it's compatible with Windows and Mac, because I have a Mac, the fiance has a Windows, and it's nice to be able to just take out that USB port, plug it into her computer, and she can go ahead and use the keyboard, no problem. The longevity. So as I mentioned earlier, I think I've only had to switch the two batteries once out of the 3 years that I've had this. So that's pretty good as well. You don't have to worry about it dying rarely ever. Another thing I do like about this is, as I mentioned, the keypad. Keypad is a must for me. I do a lot of numbers and stuff, and that's just much more efficient than using these buttons up here. Anytime you upgrade with a keypad, it's going to cost you a little bit more to get the keyboard, but still, for $25 comes with it. You cannot beat that. Now let's talk about some of the things I dislike about this keyboard and some of the reasons why I'm choosing to upgrade to a more advanced keyboard. So the first big thing I dislike about this keyboard is the typing. You need to have pinpoint accuracy to be able to hit the key. If you're off a little bit on the side of the key, then it's not going to register and you're going to have a lot of typos. And I've constantly find myself going back to correct words and I just lose my train of thought, and ultimately it ruins the productivity. So that is probably the number one reason. I have had it for a year, but I don't ever remember this keyboard being really fluent with the typing. These little chiclets, they do stick here and there, and it's just a tough keyboard to type on. It's not really a typer's keyboard. So if you're not a big typer, then that's not a big deal. If you just do the occasional web surfing, that's up to you. This keyboard is just fine, and $25 will get you all the way to what you need. Another thing I dislike about this keyboard, and I've said this already, that is the USB connectivity. I don't like sacrificing ports on my computer. I actually ended up having to buy another dongle so that I can have more ports accessible, just because this keyboard and my mouse uses a USB connectivity as well. So already I'm down to, on most laptops now, they only have two USB ports anyway. So I'm just tired. I want to switch to a Bluetooth keyboard where I don't have to use any of my USB ports. And the third, this is a pretty big reason as well why I'm switching, is there is no backlight on this computer. I do a lot of my typing, a lot of my work at night, so a backlight would be nice. Sometimes you just don't want the lamp. Sometimes you still have to look close at the keys, and I think a backlight would be very nice. And four, another reason why I really dislike this keyboard. Now, I am a big cap lock user. I don't know why, I just am. I need to start using the shift button more, but since I started typing way back in high school, I use the cap lock. And since there's no light to indicate whether this cap lock is engaged or not, it's a big pain in the butt. I have to start typing, and then I look up and realize I just typed everything in caps, or vice versa, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. You have to redo everything. It's just a huge productivity killer. So I don't know why they didn't put a backlight in here. They do have a little LED panel up here for the battery light indicator, which I don't actually think works because I've never seen it on. But they could have easily put a little cap light in there as well. It wouldn't have been the end of the world. So I'm not sure why they didn't do that, but anyway. So to sum it all up, if you're an occasional typer, you only use the keyboard to maybe surf the web, whatever, then this keyboard is definitely for you. It's not easy to type on, but if you're not doing a lot of typing, that's not a problem. Like I said, the pros, it always connects to your computer right away. You never have to worry about reconnecting to the computer. And another pro is it's only $25. So if you're not doing a lot of typing, this is a good keyboard. If you are doing a lot of typing, I don't recommend you get this keyboard. If you're a student or something, you're in school, you're banging out essays all the time, yeah, it's $25. You know, it might fit into your student budget, but I do recommend you go with a better keyboard for typing, maybe a mechanical, or just something where you don't have to have such pinpoint accuracy and hit the key dead center right at a perpendicular angle all the time for it to be able to register. You know, being a student, you want to be productive essentially, and spending a little bit more money on your keyboard to get a better one, I think will definitely increase your productivity and therefore increase your chances of success. So there you have it. I did order a new keyboard that I want to show you guys. I want to review it and maybe do a little comparison between the two. That keyboard is the Mateus, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, wireless Bluetooth aluminum backlit keyboard. So that's a mouthful. But yeah, I am excited to open this up and check it out. And I am excited to share that with you guys. So I'm going to post that in the next video. If that video is already done by the time you're watching it, I will put the link somewhere on the screen for you guys to click on, okay? Or in the description. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again, guys. If you like this video, like and subscribe and share it. That'll help me out. I think I only have 8 subscribers right now, so if you guys want to get on that, that would help me out. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.